to fight on the landing ground.
Thank you for joining us. You are listening to A Radio, and this is The Morning Moment. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. This piece I'm entitling Border Experience. Recently, I experienced firsthand the US border. I crossed into the US in northern New York, as I often do. We waited in line one Saturday recently, only to experience, when we got to the inspection booth, a demand from a person saying, "You are required to pull over for second inspection." We acquiesced to that request. When we got out of our vehicle at the designated spot, we were met by an ICE officer who said, and I quote, "I have no idea why you have been pulled over." We said something along the lines that we didn't know either. We went inside as requested to wait, obviously, while they searched our vehicle. Not likely to find guns, more likely for drugs, I think, thanks to the treasonous 57 genders. Anyway, we were there another 10-15 minutes, I'm not sure, subjected to watching TLC, and then we were asked to go back out to our car. When we arrived there, another ICE officer then said, "I have no idea why the heck you were pulled over." We agreed. We thanked him, had a laugh and a joke about something, I don't remember what, and went on our way. Later in the day, when we'd finished our shopping, we had to return to the Socialist Republic of Canada, as Trudeau wished it was. I warned my wife ahead of time that based on this morning's episode, that it was quite likely that we'll be stopped again on our return to Canada. And I was right. Due to the draconian regime that we have in Canada, they are so desperate to prop up their welfare state, so they are forced to pick on people like us and others like us who dare to leave the motherland in search of what I call choice. We were pulled over and again asked to use a newly constructed behemoth of a building. Please bear in mind that where we cross is a very small place indeed. Also, please bear in mind that being a socialist republic, its citizens are forbidden to possess guns without the most extreme and exhaustive measures. But there they are, at least 16 border guards inside, or officers as they like to call themselves, all packing guns. A parking lot outside with a massive number of 3 cars in it. 10 to 12 clearance booths in a line outside, 10 of which were closed, and about 3 cars pulling up at the 2 that were open to enter Canada. So I kind of asked myself, this place was built for what? And what the heck did it cost us? 16 plus people that I could see inside, and God knows how many more that we couldn't, all to collect a $50 federal freedom tax on a border with a country that we are supposed to have free trade. And am I the only one who thinks there's something wrong with this picture? Plus, all these border folk must be fluent in French and English when no one, and I mean no one, speaks French in a 50-mile radius. It's not until you get to the capital, where it's forced upon Canadians, do you see any evidence of French. If these folks have to be here, these jobs should be for local people. Yet again, French helicoptered into rural Canada. I could go on, but I won't. Just to say, we cannot afford this nonsense. Here's a thought, and I bet no one's ever thought of this. How about a joint border? And for those who want French, they should be asked just one question. Haven't you just left the US? So why do you need someone to speak French to you? I don't know, because they don't speak it over there, do they? You can find more at aradio.wordpress.com, where you can find links to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Gab and email. You can now find us on Spotify. Just go to the podcast section and type Canadian Politics with a Twist and you'll find us. We are continuing to reach out to you, so please pass on the links. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. You can listen to all my morning moments at Spreaker.com under A Radio, that's EHRADIO, A Radio, and please click on the like button. And you can find all my podcasts and morning moments at aradio.wordpress.com and click on the Morning Moments tab.